Ay, 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 guys. Bed Bath & Beyond stock is getting destroyed yet again so far today. I think it's down about 15% when I'm making this video. But on the plus side, the stock market is doing very well. We have the Russell up 1.8%. The NASDAQ's up 0.8%. The S&P and the Dow each are up about 0.7%. As the VIX is down about 1.4%. And it's currently around, 11:30 a.m. So, yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond's getting destroyed. But the stock market is looking pretty good. So we're going to break down a bunch in this video. If y'all find value, of course, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo. Link down below. Today's the last day, guys. Use that link, get your free stocks, and with that being said, let's dive into it. So check it out. Again, all across the board right now, the markets are doing very well, even though Bed Bath & Beyond is down. Last I checked, I think 15%. Yeah, 15, 16%. We'll talk about that in a couple minutes here. It's getting ugly for Bed Bath & Beyond. But on SPY, look at this. SPY's actually breaking out. It started breaking out yesterday above 401, or was that the day before? That was actually the day before. It started breaking out of 400, 401, and the ascending triangle started to play out, which we called out here on the channel, guys. And look, now we filled the gap to about 407, which we also called out here on the channel. That was the high from the beginning of this month of March. So that's going to be a big resistance right now, guys. If we do break out of 407, whether it's later today, at some point next week, let me actually set my alert there right now. Mark is at, we're above 407. Let me actually put it at 407.50. If we do start breaking out of that level, this could start making a legitimate move towards 415, which is the moment of truth level. I like to call it that, the moment of truth level for the bulls, right? That was the high from back in the beginning of February, pretty much all throughout February, right around 415. That was the high. If that level is able to break, now we're talking about a legitimate reversal on SPY. Maybe it starts gunning for the highs back from, the middle of August, being about 430, and who knows where it's going to go if it breaks out of that point. So right now, guys, it's looking pretty good for the bulls. We're not fully out of the woods yet, but we filled the gap to 407. That's great. If that breaks, 415's next. If 415 breaks, again, 430, that's where this thing could be going. So SPY is looking fairly good right now, in my opinion. And Triple Q, guys, is fully breaking out now. Triple Q is up 0.8% on the day. It's at 318. We have officially taken out the highs from earlier in February, which you guys can see here. If I zoom in on that time period, we were at about 311. 312, 315, that time period. That's where we were getting rejected. Now we fully broke out of it, and we're filling the gap now to the highs from the end of August. And this is way ahead of the breakout process than SPY is, right? But both of them are looking pretty decent right now from the bullish perspective, especially here on Triple Q. So I'm going to set my alert at $320 on Triple Q. We'll see where it goes from there. If that level does end up breaking, we're going to see a push towards, in my opinion, at least by the looks of it here on the chart, towards 330, 335. That's where we could be going. That was the high from the middle of, when was that? Middle of August. So this looks really good, guys. I set my alert at 320. We'll see where it goes from there. Of course, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to know where you think this could be going. And yeah, that's how we're looking right now, guys. The Russell's crushing it. Small caps are on fire. The metals are a mixed bag. We have gold down a little bit. Silver's actually up almost 1%. So it's essentially a sea of green out there. Let me actually pull up the Russell and see how this is looking. We haven't broken this down in a while. So you guys remember the Russell got hit from 2,000 points back in the beginning of February all the way down to about 1,700. That was a drop of 15% in the span of about a month and a half. So we hit around 1,700, right? That was support from the end of the year, the end of December. So the fact that we actually held that, now we rallied, filled the gap to about 1790. Now we're breaking over 1800. We're not above the moving averages yet, but the fact that we're breaking back over 1800 slowly, or at least we're trying to, that's a good sign for the bulls. Again, now that we're right by the moving averages, this is going to be a big spot for the bulls on the Russell. If the Russell's able to break 1850, there could be a lot more upside to come. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. The markets are looking pretty good all across the board today, guys. This is a good sign for the bulls. Let's put it that way. And to break down Bed Bath & Beyond very quickly here, guys, again, it is down 16% today. We got news yesterday that they're looking to issue a bunch of shares. They're trying to get a lot of outside money right now. We'll see how that ends up going. And of course, we have earnings coming up, which we'll talk more about earnings once we get closer to it. But I guess we are fairly close as of now. I think earnings are in 11 days from now on the 12th. Yeah, on the 12th of April. So about 11, 12 days from when I'm making this video. That's going to be a high impact event for sure for Bed Bath & Beyond, especially that earnings call. I really want to see how the management team is, processing what the heck's going on right now, where their heads are at, how they're going to be, navigating this crisis that Bed Bath & Beyond is clearly in. I mean, they're on the verge of bankruptcy, for Pete's sake, guys. This is a very, very tough time, and we'll see how management does. I mean, we'll see how earnings look, EPS, guidance, revenue, all that good stuff, and I want to see. And honestly, I'm going to listen to the earnings call to see how, again, the management is looking to navigate through this storm. So right now it's down another 15%. And this is why I always talk to you guys about, if you're looking to buy a stock like this, Bed Bath & Beyond, if you're looking to trade this thing or even buy it for the long term, whatever, you have to be very cognizant of the fact that it could go to zero. You could lose all your money. And that's why I always preach on this channel that if you're going to play something like a Bed Bath & Beyond, an AMC, something like a GameStop, right? Put an amount of money that you're willing to lose. I mean, you guys know last week I bought some Bed Bath & Beyond at 81 cents. Look at it now. It's at 50 cents, guys. But the thing is, I put an amount of money in that I'm willing to lose. I could care less if it goes to zero, to be honest. It'd be awesome if it 10x. I mean, it'd be entertaining, but I could care less if it went to zero. And at this point, Bed Bath & Beyond is on a very fine line between it going to zero, going bankrupt, and it 5-10xing. And of course, I got some comments the other day, and this makes sense. If they announce they're going bankrupt, it might cause a squeeze. We've seen that happen with companies before. Maybe that's the case here with Bed Bath & Beyond. And another comment was saying, oh, if Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC, if these companies didn't go bankrupt during COVID, they're going to make it through this storm, which makes sense. I get that. That's a good point. But either way, anything could happen with these companies. Bed Bath & Beyond, yeah, it made it through COVID, but that doesn't mean it's going to be invincible forever. It could still go under. Same thing here with AMC. So at this point, guys, again, I'm long Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm in at 81 cents. I'm looking to average down maybe here at 50 cents. Might be a decent time to add a little bit more because, like I said, I'm looking to have at least 1,000 shares of Bed Bath & Beyond for fun. I mean, again, this is an amount of money that I'm willing to lose. I could care less about it, to be honest. But it's going to be interesting to see how it ends up playing out. So Bed Bath & Beyond, that's what's going on right now. I mean, we're at a fresh all-time low. You guys know the previous all-time low from yesterday was 60-something cents. Before that, it was 75 cents. Now we're at 50 cents. We're getting closer and closer to that $0, the $0 level. And guys, listen, if we get a reverse split, maybe that does cause a spike in the short term. Once that happens, I think that's on. I think that was on March 29th. We'll see how that ends up playing out. We'll see if it ends up happening, going through, when that ends up happening, which probably will happen at some point in April. There's a lot up in the air. There's a lot of moving variables right now with Bed Bath & Beyond, and that's a quick little breakdown. Again, I'm long. I'm holding on. If I have to ride it to zero, so be it. If it 10x's, awesome. We'll see how that goes. But overall, guys, that's a breakdown on Bed Bath & Beyond and the overall stock market. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button and to subscribe to this channel and my second channel, Stas Talks Money, link down below. And don't forget to get up to 17 stocks for Moo, guys. Once you open up an account, you get one free share of stock. Deposit at least $100, you get 6 more free shares totaling 7 stocks. And if you deposit at least $1,000, you get another 10 shares totaling 17 free stocks. And by the way, that promo runs out today. So use that link down below, get your free stocks, check out the Patreon as well if you want, link down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later.